Hello, hello, hello. Good morning, good night, good afternoon, whatever part of the world you're on today. This episode of As a Tarot Turns is brought to you on purpose with purpose. I am your host, Nacho Mama. Some people call me Crystal, some people call me Criddle, like Riddle with a C. Either way, Nacho Mama is a personality, not a person. Today we're going to read for the Gemini collective. The Gemini, why did they do it, Gemini? I've noticed that I've just been doing a lot of general readings, like not asking any specific questions. So we're going to ask specific questions today, and we're going to ask, why did they do it? Whatever it is for you, right? Whatever sort of question you have of why they did it. Why did they do that? You know? Well, the first card that wanted to pop out right away in the middle of the shuffle was the Wheel of Fortune. They felt it was time. Wheel of Fortune. Why did they do that for Gemini? Please remember to like, share, and subscribe if you so feel inclined. I'm super excited to be where I'm at, and I'm much appreciative to all of you that are here today, or tomorrow, or the next day, or any time thereafter. Gemini, why'd they do it? First card that flew out while I was shuffling was the Wheel of Fortune. The Wheel of Fortune is like it was time. They had no control over it. That wheel was turning, and it was time. You know? Nine of Cups. Time to love themselves. They did it because they loved themselves, and it was time. It was time for them to love themselves. Time to celebrate love. It was just that time. It was the wheel in the sky keeps on turning. Yeah, it was time to celebrate. Time to love themselves. Time to celebrate themselves. It's just time to celebrate. Why they did it is because the wheel in the sky is turning, man. And it was time. And they have love. They have that, it was the best thing for them to do. To reach this point of celebration. For the 1111, the Four of Wands card, that's that happy, man, the celebration of something that is accomplished, like tangible. So it was time to celebrate. Time to celebrate themselves. They put that burden down. It was time to put that burden down and love themselves for this celebration. Maybe before they didn't want to make that choice. You know, they didn't want to make a choice in love. They didn't make the right choice. They felt like they didn't make the right choice. But either you're going to receive some sort of messages, or they got a message, maybe a message from the universe about making this wrong choice. So it's time to make the right choice. I feel like they made the wrong choice in love, you know, and they had a huge tower moment. And they learned how to love themselves. It was time for them to love themselves. You know, they might not have known it at the time, but that wheel was turning, man. We have the Emperor. So they took control over their own life, their own thoughts, their own reactions, their own emotions. After some sort of wrong choice in love, you're probably going to hear some sort of message about it. You know, or they're really thinking about messaging you, telling you that they made the wrong choice. You know? It might not even be love, but the lovers is definitely a choice, and it's definitely in the reverse here. So they made the wrong choice. But they didn't want to tell you that before. We have 2 page cards here. Like, I think they were scared to tell you. They were scared to tell you that they made the wrong choice because they didn't even know that they made the wrong choice. It's like they felt like they were out of control, that there was no control. And they were very dissatisfied in this choice of love that they made back here. Whatever this heart space choice that they made, you have chosen poorly. They chose poorly. You know, they didn't know how to nurture themselves. They didn't know what nurturing themselves even was. But that wheel is spinning. You know, they made that choice. They made that choice because it was out of their control. There's something happened that was completely out of their control, or they felt just out of control. They didn't love themselves. That they're very disappointed, you know, or they're making a new choice in love because they were disappointed, because there was no nurturing there, because there was no growth, no celebration. You know, they want to have growth and celebration. I don't think they got it from before, you know, but they have definitely moved in the direction towards loving themselves. They're not in this mental prison anymore. So if you're receiving some sort of message from them, it's because they figured out that they made the wrong choice. Yep. Yeah, they made a choice of heartache. And it seems like they're not up in their head anymore. Now they want to come rushing towards you for love, you know, but everything happens the way it happens for a reason. You know, that ship has probably sailed for you, or maybe not. You know, that's up to you. But you're definitely going to hear from this person. There's 3 message cards here. And I think it has to do something about them making a wrong choice. Like they might be coming back to you because whoever they were with, you know, was unnurturing. They thought it was going to be this one way, and it definitely wasn't, you know, and they have figured out that wasn't love. Yep. Ace of Cups in the reverse, just as I say that wasn't love, that what you had was love. You know, what they thought was love was a Snickers bar, you know, a Snickers foil wrapped around a piece of poop kind of thing. All that glitters isn't gold. I don't think this person knew how to love themselves. I don't think they knew what love was. And they want to put it to bed. Or they want to take you to bed, Gemini. They think that you are their happily ever after. They think you're their happily ever after. You're their legacy. You're their happy home, happy life, happy, or they might just see that you are happy. You have a happy home, happy life, you know, so they wonder what it was like to be on that side of the fence because they chose this other side of the fence that was unnurturing, and you were making a judgment call. Yeah, they've decided that you have everything that they want. And they didn't take a leap of faith towards you before. They didn't show you any passion. They made the wrong judgment call. They made a wrong judgment call towards something that was glittery and wasn't gold, you know? If you ever find gold, or if you ever look at gemstones in their raw form, like, man, diamond in the rough. You were a diamond in the rough and they didn't even know it. But I think it was out of their control. Or they felt out of control. They didn't know how to love themselves at all. They didn't even know what love was. And now they're trying to put in the work. Either they're trying to put in the work towards you, or they're trying to put in the work towards themselves. But I think they've made a lot of realizations, and you definitely might be getting a message with all of these page cards out here. But they just think that you have everything that they want. You know, they see your life, they see your happiness, they see your strength, your growth, you know, and then they look at where they're at and they're like, ugh, there's no nurturing here. There's no stability here. There's no love here, you know, and they think that with you, they'll have it all figured out. I mean, if that's the case or not, you know, I think they got to find it within themselves before they take on any other, you know, love options. But I think they made the wrong choice in love before, and they might be coming to tell you that. They might be coming to tell you that it ended. We have the 9 of Swords. Some sort of pity party. You know, they're all up in their head with some sort of pity party about a choice that they made, about how the direction it went. That doesn't mean you have to take them back. But they definitely made the wrong choice. And they did it because they felt like it was out of their control, or that they didn't love themselves enough. They didn't even know what love was. kind of throwing darts at a map, you know? I feel like they're very desperate. They're desperately looking for this Ten of Pentacles, and they think that you have it. So I'd be cautious of that. Yeah, because they don't have it. They think you do. But they might be coming to tell you that they made the wrong choice. You know, and it's up to you how you respond to that. But I think this person's going to throw a huge pity party at you because they made the wrong choice, because they thought that something was more glittery on the other side, you know? But they definitely didn't love themselves. And either they thought they were that it was out of their control, or it was out of their control. Whatever it was divinely guided. But whatever it was from before, it's definitely ended. I don't know if it's ended with you or ended with them, with whoever they were with, but there's no love there. And they're going to tell you about how there's no love there. And I think they're doing it out of desperation. Like throwing darts to the wind, you know, throwing darts on a map. Okay, like who's going to answer my call if I call them? If I call Gemini, will they answer? You know, they seem to have it all going on. I'd be cautious of this person. All right, Gemini? I love you guys. And until next time, Nacho Mama out. Vroom, beep, beep.